His life had just begun.
He's built up a tolerance to the drug.
This operation splits your brain in half. This is the last chance I've got.
The answer's no.
Now he's fighting for a new life.
I'm being sued by my 16-year-old son.
Karen Valentine, Beau Bridges, a fighting choice.
Her name was Natty Gann.
She wouldn't just run away like that. What the hell happened back there, Connie?
She went searching for her father.
Calling my dad a commie?
Yeah, you want to make some out of it?
Yeah.
Well, come on, try it.
She found her freedom.
That's a nice dog.
He's a wolf.
Oh, yeah?
On an extraordinary journey.
Come on!
He ain't gonna make it. He's never gonna make it. He made it.
That became an incredible adventure.
I found my kid's wallet buried under a train in Colorado.
Better wise up if you expect to make it, kid.
Well, I'll do all right, Mr. Know-It-All.
An adventure that made the impossible come true.
Dear Natty, leaving was the hardest thing I've ever done. I hope you can forgive me. I love you. Come right away, Dad.
The Journey of Natty Gann.
Everyone who works for me has kids.
I don't like the sound of that.
I have to convince my boss I have a family.
And they've got just 24 hours to do it.
All you gotta do is pretend that you're our kids.
What a turnoff.
What a nightmare.
What's it worth?
He's renting.
You're being paid to make it believable.
She's ranting.
I'm having a little domestic crisis.
And everyone's paying the price.
Said it was a nightmare, didn't I?
When Cindy Williams stars in Help Wanted Kids.
It's a gold mine.
A family running for their lives. Another family reaching out.
How can we? Cambodians coming to live with us in our house?
What if we don't take this family?
Together, they learn the meaning of freedom. The extraordinary true story of Lin Yang,
Accelerometer.
the girl who spelled freedom.
E-L.
Starring Wayne Rogers and Mary Kay Place. This cat inherited $5 million. The Rigbys inherited nothing.
There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Leo's got 9 lives, $5 million, and one big secret.
I heard you.
I can talk.
Now, the cat's out of the bag.
Cat. He's not getting away this time.
Let's go. I can smell it already.
Cat.
The money.
And the fur's really flying.
This cat's a fraud, an imposter.
The richest cat in the world.
Well, I couldn't be happier myself.
How old are you? 17 and a half.
I guess you think you're pretty good, huh?
Oh, no, sir.
I hope you realize when I was your age, you couldn't have touched me at this game.
Yes, sir.
What's the score?
I think that's game. I won.
Serve one more. I need some time to warm up.
But we already played 3 games this morning.
That's what I mean. I'm warming up.
Mr. Riley, I've got to put in a sandwich.
Dad, would you serve the ball before I hit you and stop calling me Mr. Riley?
I don't know what you're so irritable about this morning. I beat you every time we play this game. You're usually pretty nice about it.
Well, no more Mr. Nice Guy. At least not today. And you know why, Ted? Do you? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because youth is wasted on the young. Bet you didn't know that, did you? Of course you did, because you're young, right?
But I want to get older.
Serve the ball. Do you know what today is, Ted? Do you? Huh?
Friday?
My birthday. What if I told you I was going to be 30 years old today? You'd say I was lying. You'd be right, because I'm going to be 40 years old today. And I wish I were going to be 17 again.
Point. I won. Sorry. Listen, happy birthday. And, I'll see you at the office?
Deborah's on line 1.
Tell Deborah I'll call her back.
Okay, and Frank Sidney's on line 2.
Tell him I'll call him back, too.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any Band-Aids?
Yeah, I'll find some. You want them with the little animals on them? Answer your messages. You lost again, didn't you?
And bring me an ice pack.
Right.
Go, baby, go! Mr. Riley? You feeling in a better mood?
Yeah, fine.
Good. So, what are you gonna have today? Special is, roast beef with onions.
Cholesterol.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I guess you guys gotta worry about stuff like that.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, you know, just you older guys. How about turkey? Looks like the real thing.
Do you have a skateboard, Ted?
Yeah, sure. Why?
You should be out there using it. You should be out there enjoying life. You're a young man.
Well, I gotta make a living.
Well, this is a part-time job, right?
Right.
You go to school, right?
Right.
You have your whole life to worry about making a living. Now is your time to live it up. With youth, you got it all.
I don't got nothing, Mr. Riley. I don't have a big office or a 3-piece suit or a cool car. I don't even know any girls who look like that.
But you can do things. What are you doing tonight? Dancing, I'll bet.
Roller skating, actually.
Roller skating? I knew it. I'd love to go roller skating.
Well, why don't you go then?
I can't go roller skating. I'd feel like an idiot going roller skating. But I'd love to go roller skating.
I'd love to have big bucks. You know, I've been thinking about this sandwich business. If it works out, I could go into it full time, you know? And then maybe later branch out into catering.
Ted, take my advice. Stay in school. Go to college. But most importantly, have fun while you're still young.
I think it'd be fun to be rich, Mr. Riley. When I'm your age, I only hope that I've done half as well as you have.
My age? Get out of my chair, Ted.
Oh, sorry.
I'm leaving.
Already? Oh, don't forget dinner at Deborah's. Happy birthday!
Who are these kids? And don't tell him my closest personal friends.
My sister's in town. I couldn't very well ask her to leave him at the hotel.
Why not?
Michael, you're so funny.
Oh, really? I'm funny, huh?
Mingle, honey.
Mr. Rodney.
Oh, Ted, I thought you were going roller skating.
Happy birthday later.
Yeah, and don't forget what I said.
Fun. Right. I read you, man.
You really should think about getting into the market.
Uncle Mick, can I have some ice cream?
Uncle Mick? I'm not your Uncle Mick. Who told you to call me Uncle Mick?
Auntie Debbie.
Auntie Debbie did she? Well, why don't you take your cute little hands and go grab Auntie Debbie's dress and tell her that you want some ice cream, okay? All right, good boy. Why don't you go do that? How old is Kevin now?
7. Starting Pee-wee baseball this year.
Is that so?
Yep.
I love baseball.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we're short on coaches this year. Maybe you could come down and help us out.
I don't know. I'm very busy.
You really should settle down, Michael. Get married.
That's right.
Start a family. I bet you'd be a great father.
Mm-hmm. Strict, I think. Very strict. Excuse me.
He's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny.
Make a wish, make a wish.
I wish there weren't so many candles on the cake. Yeah.
And lungs are the first to go.
Michael? Stan.
Stan Levine.
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 From Georgetown.
Yeah, how you doing? What are you doing here?
I'm in town for a convention. John and Rita Powell told me they were coming to a party for a Michael Riley and asked me to come with them, and I said, I wonder if it's the same Michael Riley I knew in high school.
It is. This is unbelievable. You look the same to me.
You look different.
Oh.
But you look good.
Yeah, well, are you still in Georgetown?
Delaware, but I get back there pretty often. How about you?
No, I haven't been back in 20 years.
They add up, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Boy, what I wouldn't give to be back in high school. Those were some good times.
You know who I met at the convention tonight? Remember Laura Travis?
Laura Travis.
She still works in Georgetown. Works the newspaper there.
Married, huh?
18 years. But her husband died this past year.
Oh.
You know, you should give her a call. I bet she'd love to hear from you.
You think so?
She's at the Waldorf.
What am I doing? She won't even remember me. Laura Travis. I wish I was 17 again.
Why?
Did you say why?
Excuse me, I couldn't help overhearing your wish. Why would anyone want to be that age again?
Yeah, well, wouldn't you?
No, not on your life.
It's a great age. No cares, no responsibilities, no worries.
Of course there were worries. You just don't remember them.
Like what?
Acne?
I never had acne.
How about school?
I love school.
Always being told what to do, no one to take you seriously?
Look, I remember what it was like. It was great. I was always happy. And another thing, I was in love.
Oh, that's another one. Love. Always getting your heart broken.
Not me. I had the perfect girl.
Oh, yes. Laura Travis.
Yeah, Laura. She was the only... How do you know that?
Every man has a Laura. The one girl he can never get his mind off of.
Yeah, but how do you know that?
She's widowed now. It's a tragic thing. Her husband was so young.
How do you know that? Who are you?
I'm just an old man. Relatively speaking.
Look, buddy, I want some answers. How come you know everything about me?
Oh, it's easy to know everything about you, Michael. Your story is a very old one. You're not happy with your life. You wish you could go back and start over, and if you could, you would do things differently. Am I right?
Maybe, but that doesn't explain.
Oh, what do you always want explanations for? They just get in the way. The world would be better off if people would forget about them.
Okay, then you're right. If I went back now, knowing what I know, well, I wouldn't make so many mistakes, and maybe my life would be different.
You're a lot smarter now, right?
Yeah, right.
There's still a lot you don't know, Michael. You think that the reasons for your unhappiness lie in the past. But maybe they lie in the present.
What is that supposed to mean?
There it go, babbling on. It's a terrible habit of mine.
Look at them. Look how happy they are. I remember how that feels. I've never felt as good since. I just want a chance to be like that again. Is that too much to ask?
Perhaps not.
Hey, kid, you getting off?
What did you call me?
I called you kid, and this is the last stop, so you better be getting off.
Look at me. I'm a kid. I'm a kid!
You want a medal?
You won't believe it. I was just sitting here talking to this guy, and... Didn't you see that guy?
I had 6 passengers. The other 5 had sense enough to get off.
But he was there.
Come on, kid, I need my rest.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
Crazy kids.
Oh, thanks, Roger.
Excuse me. Whom do you wish to see?
I live here. Oh, me. My father lives here. You know him? Michael Riley.
I didn't know he had a son.
Oh, well, he doesn't talk about me much. I'm visiting from out of town.
Oh, yeah, you look a little like him. Oh, go on up.
Thanks.
Hey, say hello to your father.
I will. It's real. I don't know how it can be, but it is. Woo! I should be worried about this. But I don't care. I mean, I'm just a kid. Kids don't care. I mean, mister, I don't know who you are or how you did this, but I love you for it.
You know you make me wanna shout, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my head back and shout. Come on down, don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say yeah, 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 yeah. Say you will. Say it right now, baby. Say you will. Come on, come on. Say you will. Say it, brother. Say you will. Come on now. Say that you love me. Say that you need me. Say that you want me. You wanna please me. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
Excuse me, would you wear this?
For how much?
It's not good, right?
It's geeky.
Geeky's not good?
Now, this is pretty rad.
Rad is good.
Yeah.
I got some research to do.
The old man said to me, said don't always take life so seriously. Play the flute and dance and sing your song. Try and enjoy the here and now. The future will take care of itself somehow. Grass is never greener over there. Time will wear away the snow. Gets the ready to go. Don't try to live your life for one day. Don't go speed your time away. Don't try to live your life for one day. Don't go speed your time away. The old man said to me, said you can't change the world single-handedly. Raise a glass, enjoy the scenery. Tender water is champagne, and fill my glass again and again. While the worlds are gathering round your door. Time will wear away the snow. Gets the red tree bone. Don't try to live your life for one day. Don't go speed your time away. Don't try to live your life for one day. Don't go speed your time.
Hello, Brian. Nice tie. How's business? Hey, dude, listen, if you're selling sandwiches here, this is my turf.
Hey, I ain't selling anything, dude.
What's going on here?
Don't I look familiar to you?
This is a business office.
Hey, does anybody want to play some racquetball?
Hey, do you mind? We've got business to do here.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some dancing to do.
Cause I'm on fire, and I can't quench my desire. Don't you know that I'm burning up for your love? You're not convinced that that is enough. I put myself in this position, and I deserve the imposition. But you don't even know I'm alive, and this pounding in my
Orange juice,
heart just won't
straight up.
die. I'm burning up.
Hi,
Hi. I'm burning up for your
this is a really great song.
I'm burning up for your love.
What's the name of it?
Don't you know this? What, do you lend a rock or something?
For your love.
Oh, I remember it now. Oh, sure, I love this song. It's a great song. You want to dance?
Get it?
See, I used to be better at this.
You want to dance?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Come on, let's go.
Now tell me what you want me to do. I'm not blind, and I know that you want me, but you can't let go. Come on, let go. I'm burning up for your love. I'm burning up for your love. I'm burning up for your love. For your love. Oh, don't you wanna see me down on my knees?
it. Oh, yeah.
I was sitting ringside, just rolling with the changing tide. The tide has washed you from my mind. And I guess you think you got it made. Up then you never were afraid of anything that you left behind. But it's alright with me now. I'll get back up somehow. And with a little love, I'm bound to win. I'll fall in love.
Hi. I see in the paper that you have a room for rent.
We don't get very many kids here.
Oh, well, I'm not a kid. I'm 17.
Do you work?
Well, I'm planning on going to Georgetown High.
Oh, and then how are you planning to pay the rent?
I'm independently wealthy.
Did you rob something?
No, it's my father's money. He robbed something. Oh, I'm kidding.
Well, I don't want any loud parties here.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm too old for that stuff.
Well, come on in. I'll show you the room.
But it's alright with me now. I'll get back up somehow. And with a little love, I'm bound to win. I'll fall in love. I'll fall in love again.
Just like I left it.
Well, I'd like to welcome you to Georgetown High. We're always happy to have new students.
I'm happy to be here.
Let's see, you're transferring. I trust you have your records.
Records? No, sir. They were destroyed. School fire. It was a tragedy.
I see. That's a problem. Perhaps you'd better have your parents come in to see me.
That's impossible, sir. They're dead.
Oh. I'm sorry. Well, Mick, I don't know what to do. I don't see how I can enroll you here under the circumstances. It's against regulations.
But you have to. You see, it was my father's dying wish. He wanted me to go to the same high school he did.
Your father went here?
Yes. Maybe you remember him, Michael Riley?
Michael Riley. Of course I remember him. The resemblance is amazing. He was a fine young man.
Yes, he was.
I'm sorry to hear that he's passed away. He was a good student and an excellent athlete, too. How tall are you?
6'1".
Play much basketball?
All the time.
I think I might be able to do something.
Come on, you sluts, move it! Hurry, get the lead out! Franklin, you call that a pass?
Coach Anderson?
Yeah.
I was told to see you about basketball tryouts.
Too late, I've already made my cuts. Come on, Davis, get up there!
Well, couldn't you make an exception?
No! Maybe. You any good?
It wasn't my day.
What are we talking, Pee Wee League?
Just give me a chance.
Get out there.
Are one of several methods of lawmaking. One of the most famous examples of this is Marbury versus Madison. Does anyone know what that case involved? Jeffrey, do you know the answer? Jeffrey.
Present.
Try to stay with us, Jeffrey.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know the answer? Do you know the question?
What was the question?
Never mind. Michael, want to give it a try?
Let's see. Marbury Madison. Wasn't that the one which set the precedent for judicial review? In other words, if a case is brought up before the Supreme Court, it has the power to overrule a decision on the basis that is unconstitutional. Basically, it clearly defined the separation of powers set up in the Constitution. Shot in the dark.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. How can you remember that stuff?
I read a lot.
I guess so. Boy, I'm in big trouble in that class. Now, there's no way I can pass it, and you can't graduate without it. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life taking government.
Come on, it's not that hard.
Not for you. You've got an encyclopedia for a brain.
Look, you just have to know how to approach it. It's really pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Hey, if you want me to, I could give you a little help after school sometime.
Oh, you'd really do that?
Sure, just let me know when you want to get together.
Well, thanks. My name's Jeff Watson.
Mick Riley.
I'm Todd. How you doing? Hi. You're okay for a smart guy.
Without scared to lose it all, security from food and war. Future dreams we have to realize. 1,000 skeptic hands won't keep us from the things we plan, unless we're clinging to the things we prize. And do you feel scared? I do, but I won't stop to falter. And if we're through it all alone, things can only get better.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Todd.
So, Riley, you want to go cruising tonight?
Cruising?
Yeah, Steve Martini's driving. It's borrowing his old man's car. Girls go crazy over that car.
Okay, sure.
Great.
How do you guys eat this stuff?
Oh, it's the 3 C's. Ketchup, courage, and closing your eyes.
Yeah, but look at it, though. It's all fried, pure cholesterol. Those vegetables are full of sodium. It's a wonder you're not dead.
Are you sure you're not from California?
Okay, so we'll come by tonight, pick you up, say, 8 o'clock.
No, maybe 8:30. It's embarrassing to be the first car on the strip.
Okay, yeah. So, Riley.
That's Tracy Gordon. She's a cheerleader.
Pretty nice, huh?
She looks familiar. I feel like I've seen her before.
You see? I told you he was normal.
Is this a serious car or what?
I'm in love. I mean it. I really do.
What? Get your foot off the dashboard. My father will ground me for a month.
Hey, how come your dad lets you take this thing out? My father doesn't even trust me with the lawnmower.
Hey, well, he doesn't exactly know that I have it. He's on a business trip, and my mom's playing bridge.
Oh, smooth move, Martini. He's going to town with this car. Don't you think it might get back to him?
I'll tell him it must have been someone else.
No one else in town has a car like this.
It's going to be just like that time that we had that party at your place. Then you remembered your parents weren't out of town. They were just out for dinner.
I got my weekends confused. Give me a break.
Hey, baby! You and me! Woo!
Don't you guys have any respect for women? I mean, wouldn't it be better if we pulled over and talked to them instead of yelling at them out of the window? Just a thought.
Riley, didn't you ever go cruising where you used to live?
Yeah, I guess I used to, but it seemed like more fun then.
What do you want to do? Get a root beer float with 4 straws?
It just seems like a waste of time and energy, that's all.
Hey! That's Bill Amos up there in his new car. What a piece of junk! Thinks he can outride anybody, eh?
Let's get him, man! Wow!
You guys are really crazy. I mean it. Don't you value your lives at all? I mean, do you think you're immortal?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, give it a few years and you won't feel that way. In the meantime, I don't particularly want to die, Martini, so could you take it easy?
Sure, Riley. Wouldn't want to hurt the Wonder Boy.
Thanks.
I hear you've got a thing for Tracy Gordon, Riley. Is she a fox or what?
Yeah, when are you gonna get up enough nerve to ask her out, Mick? Or is that too dangerous, too?
Hey, that's my business. Hey, Martini, where are we?
We're in a car, Riley.
It looks like we're in the wilderness or something.
We're on a farm. Ever heard of those in the city?
What are we doing on a farm?
Well, we thought we'd share one of our little pastimes with you. It's called cow tipping. It's a very old Georgetown tradition.
What is that?
You mean you've never tipped a cow before?
Oh, well, I've never gotten one that gave me good service. It's a joke, guys, which is what I hope this is.
Nope. We've all done it. It's easy.
You see, cows sleep standing up. And they're sound sleepers, too. So all you gotta do is sneak up behind one, give her a good shove, and she'll fall right over.
Why?
Why not?
Oh, that's easy. The cow might get hurt. I might get hurt. Two very good reasons, especially the second one.
You won't get hurt. For a big basketball star, you sure are a wimp.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a wimp because I don't want to shove a cow.
Think of it as an initiation. You're not really accepted at Georgetown High until you tip the cow.
Well, couldn't I just dress up like a clown or sit on a flagpole or something? Okay, so where are they?
Well, you gotta go out and find them. Just go out a little over there and you'll see one.
Okay, cows, I don't like this any more than you do.
Bye-bye, Riley!
Hey, you guys! I can't believe I fell for this. I'll go back to sleep.
Games for us. You know, there's more than a dozen players on a team. There's the fans, and that's you. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you out there this year supporting our boys. I've got a feeling you won't be disappointed. It's the year of the rebels!
other night, Riley?
Whole school heard about it. It was posted on a bulletin board.
I can't believe you fell for that. That's the oldest trick in the book.
Let's just say I'm a little out of practice.
Hey, Mick, you're not upset about the other night, are you?
Oh, no, I'm thrilled. The 3-mile walk home was particularly fun.
Oh, great. Does that mean you still help me with economics? The tests are coming up real soon. Mick?
Better watch it. That stuff will ruin your concentration.
Who's Tracy talking to?
That's her mother. Now you know where she gets her good looks.
Hi,
Hi, my name's...
Nick Riley. Well, everyone knows who you are.
They do?
Well, sure, you're the new whiz kid. Everyone thinks you're a genius.
Nah. Look, I've seen you around and I couldn't help noticing you. You remind me of someone I used to know.
Oh, that's original.
Give me a break, okay? I'm new at this.
Okay, sorry.
Hey, you know we have a game Friday afternoon. I was wondering if you would come to it.
I'm a cheerleader.
Oh, right. Well, would you like to go out afterwards for a drink? A hamburger or something?
I don't know. I'd have to ask my mom. I'm not really allowed to car date yet.
Car date? What? Oh, how old are you?
Well, I'm almost 16. I gotta go do my pom-pom routine now. Can I tell you tomorrow?
Sure.
Okay.
This is Charles Candy for Total News, Georgetown County News. I'm sitting here talking with Mick Riley, a newcomer to Georgetown High and almost single-handedly responsible for the victory over Etobicoke tonight. He scored 22 points, grabbed 12 rebounds. Michael, you broke several school records tonight, and it's been 10 years since Georgetown's been able to beat Etobicoke. What do you got to say for yourself, young man?
I had fun.
I see, but there must be several college scouts out there tonight. Any thoughts as to where you'd like to go?
Not really.
You mean you want to go straight to the pros, is that it?
No.
Well, may I ask what your plans are, then?
I just want to keep having fun.
I see. Well, you heard it here first, folks. He just wants to keep having fun.
Yeah.
Michael, it's been great. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie.
Charles.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, you played great.
You cheered great, really. You do the splits better than any of them.
Thanks.
So, what did your mom say? Can we car date?
Well, she wants to meet you first. But I think if you don't blow it, it's a yes.
All right. Nice place. What's your father do?
He's dead.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay. He died last winter. He was a lawyer, though.
Hmm.
Kind of hard at first, but I guess I'm getting used to it. Well, you must know what it's like.
Oh? Yeah.
How did your folks die?
Car accident or something.
Oh, you don't remember?
Mental block.
Oh. Well, why don't you have a seat? I'm gonna go change.
What's wrong with what you're wearing?
What, are you kidding? I've been wearing it since 7 o'clock this morning.
Is there a meter running? That was a joke.
Yeah, I know.
Good-looking kid. Laura. Mrs. Gordon?
Nick.
You know me.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm staring at you. It's just that you look so much like someone I used to know.
Oh. Well, maybe you knew my father, Michael Riley. He went to Georgetown High, too.
Of course. My gosh, you look exactly like him.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, you should.
You know, now that I think about it, I remember my father mentioning someone named Laura. Did your name used to be Travis?
Yes, it did. Oh, I know your father very well.
Wow, this is some coincidence.
So you grew up in the city?
Yeah, I did.
I remember your dad always talked about living in the big city. I think he'd have been restless if he'd have tried to settle down here.
Well, I don't know. This is a great place.
Now, I would think you would find Georgetown a little boring compared to the lifestyle you're used to.
Well, there are some things I miss. Like the art museums and the Museum of Natural History, and I was just starting to get interested in opera when I left.
Really? Those are rather unusual interests for a 17-year-old.
A lot of people say I'm beyond my years. I've always had an appreciation for the arts.
We have a small art gallery here in town. I mean, there's no Picassos or anything, but some of the local artists are pretty good.
We should go sometime. Me and Tracy.
If you can get Tracy to an art exhibit, they will put that in the Museum of Unnatural History. Would you like to start a fire?
What?
The grill. I'm terrible at it.
Oh, right.
Thanks. It's right out there.
Hi, Mom. I see you met Mick.
Honey, guess what? Mick's father and I went to school together.
No kidding.
Yes.
Didn't you two used to date or something?
We did.
Wow, that's really radical. It's kind of like a tradition or something.
Yeah.
Wait, Tracy told me your parents were dead.
Oh, yeah. A plane crash.
I thought you said it was a car crash.
Actually, a plane crashed into their car. It made national news.
Michael's dead?
Pretty much.
I can't believe that.
Well, Mom, now that we know he's from good genes, can I go out with them?
I told Sydney to move on that stock. It kills me. No one remembers when you're right, only when you're wrong.
What are you babbling about, Riley?
Nothing.
Hold it! Hold everything, Mick! Mick, I got my economics results back. I got a C+.
Isn't that great? See, I told you it wasn't that hard.
I didn't say it wasn't hard. Thanks.
Forget it.
Want some fries? So, Riley, what's happening with you and Tracy? Anything you want to share with us?
Look, that's personal.
Since when?
Come on, we tell you.
Oh, don't tell me you're falling in love or something stupid like that.
Oh, come on, she's just a kid.
She doesn't look like much of a kid to me.
A lot of guys would kill to go out with her. I happen to be one of them.
Hey, here comes the kid now.
If you're too busy, I'd be willing to babysit.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Mind if I talk to Michael for a second?
Yeah, we do mind, but there's really nothing we can do about it.
What's with them?
Jealous.
Well, I just wanted to tell you that my mom thinks you're great.
She does?
Yeah. She thinks she'd let me fly to the moon with you.
She would?
Yeah, so, anytime you want to go out, I'm available.
What did she say?
I don't know, stuff that moms say. She said you were a nice boy.
Boy?
Yeah, listen, I'm dying to see this new movie. Beach Party Massacre. It's playing downtown.
Come on, don't you remember anything she said? Didn't she think I was mature or anything?
I don't know. Why don't you ask her yourself? Look, do you want to take me to this movie or not?
Yeah, all right. I'll pick you up tonight.
Okay. Great, I'll see you later.
Bye. Boy?
Hi.
Hi there. You must be Pete.
Hey, nice jacket.
Oh, thanks.
Want to see me dribble?
Sure. Hey, that's great. You're good for a guy your age.
Really? Thanks. Watch. 2 seconds after the game, Peter Gordon put out for a shot. Foul.
Mother! I'm gonna kill you, Pete. Hi. Sorry about him. He wasn't my idea.
Oh, that's okay. He's gonna be a good player.
Hey, I've got Neto back. Want to play some one-on-one?
Mom? I mean it.
Some other time. Thanks, Pete.
You two try for one day to get along. Hi, Mick. Come on in.
We can't stay. We're just on our way out.
Oh, we can stay for a second.
No, we can't.
It's okay. Go on. Have a good time and don't be too late, please.
Hey, can I come too?
No.
Goodbye, Mom.
You know, that's not a bad idea. Why don't we all go?
What?
Thank you. That's very sweet of you, Mick, but you don't need some wild kid or some old lady hanging around spoiling your fun.
You don't seem old to me.
Mick, she's old. Let's go.
Tracy, you should appreciate your family while you have them. Please, Mrs. Gordon. You should want to spend time with them.
Yeah, okay, but not now.
Come on, we never go anywhere.
It'll be like a family get-together. This is great.
This is insane.
Tracy, please, do this for me. It means a lot.
Mick, I can't go out in public with my whole family.
Well, what now? Oh,
How about a pizza?
hey, that's a good idea.
No way. No way!
Come on, Tracy, loosen up. Pizza! Hi, guys.
Well, if it isn't the family man.
Hey, Riley, into group dating.
I guess one woman just isn't enough for you.
There's a big basketball star afraid of girls.
Hey, we can give you some lessons if you want.
Why don't you guys grow up?
Why don't you guys just grow up?
Excuse me. Mind if I join you? I need somebody to talk to. Tracy!
Oh, hi, Mick.
I'm glad I caught you. Look, I hope the other night wasn't too bad. I probably shouldn't have suggested your whole family go along with us.
Well, that's okay.
Want to do something Friday after the game?
I don't know.
Well, how about Saturday? I can come over to your place.
Well, if you want to. In the afternoon, my mom's going to the art gallery.
Really?
Yeah, she volunteered to serve refreshments or something.
So, what about Friday?
What happened to Saturday?
Actually, Friday would be a better day for me.
Okay, I guess so.
Great. Hey, do you think your mom would want to come to the game?
Drop dead, Mick.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Mrs. Gordon.
Mick, what a nice surprise.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was just helping out with the refreshments. Are you enjoying the exhibit?
Oh, sure. I love art. Some of the stuff is pretty interesting. Have you ever seen mold under a microscope? It looks very similar to this.
I told you there were no Picassos.
No, I'm just kidding.
Where did you ever get this interest in art?
My father. He could spend all day looking at the Impressionists.
Really?
Let me guess your favorite. Degas.
That's very good. How did you know that?
My father told me.
Did he really talk about me?
Sure, all the time.
Oh, I just find that so hard to believe. I had no idea he'd even remember me.
Well, how could he forget someone like you?
I can see you're going to be a heartbreaker. Something you could have learned from your father. Would you like some coffee?
No thanks. Never drink it. Stunts your growth. But what I really could go for is some ice cream.
Sorry. You know, there's a great place right up the street.
Oh, no thanks. I really hate going into those places alone.
No, I tell you what. I'm almost finished here. Why don't I treat you to an ice cream sundae?
Really?
Yeah.
That would be really nice, Mrs. Gordon.
I guess I'll have a scoop of orange sherbet.
Oh, you can't be serious.
Why?
I bet what you'd really like is, peppermint ice cream with hot fudge, heavy on the whipped cream, and plenty of nuts. And I'll have the same thing. Thank you.
I haven't had one of those since I was 16.
Oh, then I'd say you do another.
It must be hard for you. You seem so much older than the other kids.
Well, sometimes it's difficult. It gets a little lonely. I didn't realize it would be so hard to adjust.
This can't be an easy time for you in any respect.
Oh, I'll be all right.
Nick, I understand what you're going through. I lost my husband a year ago, and I'm still having a hard time believing he's gone. It's just, when someone you love dies, it changes your whole life.
Mrs. Gordon, there's something I'd like to discuss with you.
Sure.
Well,
what is it?
Well, this isn't a good time. Another time, okay?
Okay. Whenever you like. If you ever feel the need, I'd be happy to.
Yeah.
Is it about your father?
Partly, but I'm really not ready to talk about it yet.
Okay. You know, when you told me your father was dead, that really upset me. I have such fond memories of him, and in a funny way, I still feel close to him.
You do? You know, he never told me why you two broke up.
I guess Michael and I we grew apart. Michael and I wanted very different things. He was so ambitious, so business-minded. He had such lofty plans, and nothing was going to get between him and success. Not even me.
Well, he was successful, but I don't think he was all that happy.
Why?
I don't know. It just seemed like there was something missing in his life. I don't think he ever forgot about you. He never forgave himself for giving you up. I remember he told me once, Mick, when you find the right girl, don't let her get away, or you'll spend the rest of your life looking for her.
Oh. Dig in. I still can't believe I ate that entire sundae. I think I have sugar shock.
Oh, it's good for you to indulge now and then.
Thank you for walking me home, Nick.
Mrs. Gordon?
Yes?
May I call you Laura?
Well, I don't know if that's such a good idea. I might start thinking I'm young again.
Oh. Okay. It's just an idea. Goodbye, Miss Gordon.
Bye, Nick.
Bye, Laura.
Hi. Where have you been?
You know where I was.
Mom, I saw you coming up the walk. You were with Mick.
Oh, yeah. Well, I bumped into him at the art show. You know, he knows a lot about art for a boy his age.
I'll bet that's not all he knows.
What does that mean?
Well, isn't it just a little embarrassing being seen with someone half your age?
Well, you're half my age. I'm not embarrassed to be seen with you.
Mother, that's different. Well, it's not only me. Everyone's talking about it.
Talking about what?
Everyone knows about the other night he took us all out. Well, in case you hadn't realized, that's not exactly normal.
Tracy, you're starting to sound ridiculous.
Really? Today he asked me to bring you to the next basketball game.
So?
Well, it's not that I'm jealous. Personally, I think the guy's Looney Tunes. Half the time I don't even understand what he's saying. He spends more time with the teachers than he does with the kids.
Honey, he's very mature. There's nothing he can do about that.
Oh, and I guess that's why he wants an older woman? Well, it's just kind of humiliating when your mother's dating someone at your school.
Tracy, we are not dating. Mick is like a son to me. I don't care how old he acts. He is 17 years old. Now just stop it.
Okay. But I just want you to know, if you go to the prom with him, I'm never speaking to you again.
Harry, here's a piece I wrote on the PTA fundraiser. They're on their last week, and they still haven't reached their goal. I thought maybe we could stick it on the front page.
We're pretty full.
Well, what's taking up all the room?
That Riley kid scored 25 points Friday night. Yeah, he's some kind of ball player. He's strange, though. Doesn't want to go to college. I just don't understand. He's supposed to be a smart kid.
Well, how about page 2?
I heard your daughter was going out with him.
What? Yeah. I thought maybe if we could take the...
I heard you were at the art show with him. Edith Bessel was there doing a critique. Said you seemed to be having a pretty good time.
Harry, you do what you want with this article. I'm going home. Hello.
Mrs. Gordon? Hi, it's Michael Riley. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just a little busy right now.
Mrs. Gordon, what's the matter? Have I done something to upset you?
No, it's not you.
Oh, well, can you tell me what's wrong?
It's nothing, really.
Well, the reason I'm calling is, you know there's a small ballet company in town, and I bought tickets to Romeo and Juliet today. I thought you might like to go.
I don't know, Mick. Don't you think you should be going with someone your own age?
Maybe, but I couldn't find anyone who didn't think ballet was a form of torture.
Yes, that is a problem.
Well, I know you have an interest in dancing, so I thought you'd be the perfect person to go, but if you have other plans, I understand.
No, it's not that.
Sometimes I wish I never got interested in stuff like this.
Mick, don't you ever regret having an interest in the arts. Look, just forget about what those other people say. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't let it get to me. Mrs. Gordon, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. I was just teaching myself a lesson. I would love to go to the ballet with you.
Oh, great. I'll pick you up tomorrow around 7, okay?
Bye-bye.
Bye.
had a wonderful time.
Well, that's a little hard to believe since you've been crying for the last half hour.
Ballet always makes me cry, especially that one.
Is it all right if I came in and said hi to Pete and Tracy?
Oh, well, Pete's gone off to Boy Scout camp for the weekend, and Tracy is at a friend's house, I'm afraid.
Oh. Well, maybe I could come in for a drink or something.
I have some ice-cold milk. I just made some cookies today.
Oh, that would be great.
Okay. Have a seat.
Do you mind if I put some music on?
Sure, go ahead.
For heaven's sake, you're sitting here in the dark? I'm sorry. Had no idea. Now, it's my favorite piece of music.
Mine too.
I want to thank you for a lovely evening tonight. I haven't been to the ballet in so long.
I'm glad you decided to go.
Me too. I felt very young tonight.
You did?
Yes.
How young?
Oh, like a teenager. See, when I was young, your father would take me to the movies, and I would always cry, and then he would fuss at me about being too sentimental.
He did not.
Yes, he did. He thought it was stupid to cry at movies or anything else, I guess.
Well, I'm sure he changed. When I knew him, he was very kind-hearted and romantic. Do you ever miss him?
Yes. For a long time, he was all I could think about. Sometimes I wonder what my life would have been like if I'd have married him.
Oh, wonderful.
Maybe.
I know he loved you.
I loved him, too. Mick!
Laura,
I think you'd better leave.
But
You've obviously got the wrong idea. Please leave.
Just let me explain.
I don't want to hear it.
I love you.
You do not love me. You're too young to love me.
No, I'm not.
Look, Mick, I'm sorry if I gave you that impression, but you have never been anything to me other than a friend, a young friend.
Will you quit saying that?
I think the thing for you to do is to go out and find somebody your own age. Forget this ever happened.
Look, I have something to tell you. If you just listen to me...
I don't think you should come around here anymore, and I don't want you to see Tracy either.
Mrs. Gordon, please.
Goodbye, Mick.
Tracy, can I talk to you a minute?
Get lost, Mick.
Look, I just want to explain something.
There's no explanation for you. You're just weird.
Mick, why don't you tell us the process of getting a bill passed in Congress?
What?
I'd like you to explain to the class how a bill passes in Congress.
Why?
Well, Mick, I just thought...
I know what you thought. I know what everybody thinks, that I'm some kind of freak. What is wrong with you people? Just because someone acts the slightest bit different, you treat him like he's a monster or something. I never said I was perfect. That's something you decided. Now you're deciding that I'm weird, and there's nothing I can do about it. So if you don't mind, Mrs. Ross, I'm not going to tell you how a bill goes through Congress. I'm just going to sit here and look bored like the rest of you. Just answer one question.
Boy, you are something, you know that?
Do you love me?
You are a 17-year-old boy.
Do you love me?
No.
Do you feel anything at all
I'm not
for me?
going to answer that.
If you do, I promise I'll leave you alone.
Yes, there is something there, but I know what it is. You remind me so much of your father. Every time I look at you, I can't help but think of him, and it's driving me crazy, but that doesn't mean I'm in love with you.
Can I come in and talk to you?
Now, you said you'd leave me alone.
I have something to tell you. If you just listen to me, I'll leave you alone. I really appreciate you doing this. After you listen to what I have to say, you can decide I'm crazy and you never have to speak to me again. Just hear me out. Okay. Here goes. I'm not Michael Riley Jr. I'm Michael Riley.
You're Michael Riley. The Michael Riley I went to school with. You're crazy.
You said you'd listen.
I did. Now I'm leaving. Wait a minute. This is my house. You leave.
Laura.
Look, I've heard of some pretty desperate tricks before. But this one beats them all. I was going to fall for a 17-year-old, so you want me to believe that you are a 40-year-old who has simply aged very well. Is that it? Forget it, Mick.
Just hear me out. I didn't age well. I aged like anyone else. My skin got wrinkles. I had a little bit of gray in my hair. I was terrible at racquetball.
So you did get old, but then you discovered some new vitamin. Is that what it is?
No, nothing like that.
Well, then what?
I met up with this angel.
An angel. Of course.
Well, I'm not sure he was an angel. He was just this old guy who appeared from nowhere, and I told him I wanted to be 17 again, and the next thing I knew, I'd gotten my wish, and he had disappeared.
That's wonderful. Have you been studying Dickens in your English class?
You've got to believe me.
No, you've got to be going now.
Look, what if I told you things about yourself that no one else in the world could know?
That ought to be interesting.
Okay. Your middle name is Jane, your father's name is Rodney, your birthday's July 17th, and in high school you had a mean collie named Caesar.
Mick, your father could have told you any of that.
Your favorite color is pink. You're allergic to onions. You have the cutest birthmark behind your right ear.
Forget it.
Okay, how about this? Newman Lake, August 4th. A full moon.
Your father told you that?
Of course not. What kind of a guy do you think I am?
I don't know what to think. How would you know that?
I was there! Love Me Tender was on the radio. We decided it would be our song.
And you said you'd always love me.
I always did. I still do. Now do you believe me?
I don't know what to believe.
Look, I don't know how this crazy thing happened. It just did. You know how sometimes you wish for something? Something little, like, I wish it would stop raining, or I wish someone would call, and then it happens. And you could swear that someone out there heard you? Well, maybe that's what happened to me.
I'm crazy to believe this.
Think about it. How can you explain me? You can't! I just come in here from nowhere. I've got all the money I want. I've got no parents, no background, and I'm the best basketball player in Georgetown history. And I have the mind of a 40-year-old. Does that sound normal to you?
Stranger things have happened.
Name one.
I don't know, Mick, but anything's easier to believe than an angel.
Look, I could never make up something this crazy. I'm telling you, it's the truth.
Suppose it is the truth. Why would it happen? Why would you make a wish like that?
I don't know. I was desperate. You remember what you said in the ice cream parlor? How I'd spent my whole life in pursuit of success? It's true. I had everything a man could want, but it wasn't satisfying. I was getting old, and I looked around, and it seemed like my whole life had been one long mistake. And so I thought if I could go back and start again.
Values always were a little messed up.
I just kept trying to remember, when was the last time I was really happy? And I kept going back to high school. And you. I wanted to feel like that again. I wanted another chance.
You came back and now you're happy?
I'm not gonna be happy without you, Laura. That's what I've learned from all this.
So what do we do?
Well, why can't things be like they were?
Because you're 17 and I'm not.
No, I only look 17. I still think the way you do.
Yes, but you look 17. You look 17 to the people at school, the people I work with, to my children. It'd never work, Mick. It doesn't matter how I feel. I could never get past the way it looks.
You could try.
This isn't fairyland with angels and wishes. This is real life. I have to live here.
Wait a minute. We could go back to the city.
What?
We could go back. You and me. I met that guy on the bus late at night. I'll bet he hangs out there or something. Laura, if he made me 17, he can do it for you.
What? Oh, that's crazy.
Why? Think about it. Angels can do anything.
I'm sure they can. But that isn't the problem.
What is it then?
I don't want to be 17.
Why not?
I like my age, Mick. And I like who I've become. I don't want to think I went through all the trials and the lessons and the heartbreaks for nothing just to go back and do it all over again.
But everyone wants to be young.
I was young once. It's enough for me.
But it's great. It's like starting over, but with all this extra time.
Mick, listen to me. My life, everybody's life is a collection of moments and days and years that they just don't mean anything until you put them all together and you add them up. And until you realize that, you're going to keep going around and around in circles. You may as well just stay a kid forever.
I wouldn't mind that.
But I would. And that's why it's never going to work. Goodbye, Mick.
I can't leave you again, Laura. Please give me a chance.
You had a chance, and you wished it away.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Tracy.
My mom's not home right now, Mick.
I wanted to see you.
Me, what for?
I'm leaving town. I wanted to say goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
Look, I know I didn't treat you too well, and I want to apologize. You're a very nice person, and you deserve better than that.
I know.
Well, I hope you won't hate me forever, but I guess I wouldn't blame you.
Why do you have to leave town?
Oh, I don't have to. I want to. I guess I got a little homesick.
Who's gonna play forward on the basketball team?
I'm sure they'll find a replacement. Well, take care.
Mick? I guess you're not that bad. We probably could have gotten used to you.
Thanks. Hey, say goodbye to the guys for me. Tell them I forgive them for taking me cow tipping. You know, you really should keep Jeff Watson in mind. He thinks you're cute.
He does? Yeah, he's okay.
Oh, and say goodbye to...
I'll tell her.
I was going to say Pete.
I'll tell him when I'm speaking to him again.
By the time you read this, I'll be back in the city. It's too hard for me to hang around here knowing I can't see you. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get there. I sure can't go back to work, and I'm pretty tired of high school. Basically, I'm not looking forward to the next few years. I won't ever forget the things you said to me, and maybe I'll even learn something. But it doesn't make much difference now. I wish things could have worked out, but I understand why they couldn't. I wish only the best for you and your family, and I'm sorry if I messed things up. I'll think about you often. Like they say, you're the one I never forgot. Love, Michael. Hello? Is there anybody here? Look, it's about the same time now as it was then, so if you're hanging around, would you mind, materializing or doing whatever it is you do? Yes, I'm crazy, but I'm harmless. Look, I admit it. I'm stupid. I was wrong. You were right. I learned my lesson. I just wanted to tell you that.
You young fellas think you have all the answers.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for coming.
Didn't have anything else to do.
Look, I just wanted to tell you face to face that this was a pretty stupid idea. I mean, it's not your fault. It was my wish, but I found out there's really no going back. Doesn't matter how much you know, you still make stupid mistakes.
Yes, you do.
You're right about another thing. It's a terrible age. I don't know why I wanted to go back, except that it seemed a lot easier than facing what was wrong with my life.
I know.
Now I wish I'd just been happy with what I had. I mean, if I weren't 17, I could be with Laura right now.
Yes, you could.
Are you just going to sit there agreeing with me all night?
What do you want me to do?
Oh, I don't know. I learned my lesson. Can't you make me live happily ever after?
I'm sorry, that's not my department. I could refer you to someone, though.
What you're saying is I made my bed now.
Something like that. Don't be too depressed, though. Your whole life is still ahead of you. The thing is, that's true no matter what age you are.
Yeah. I guess I understand that saying. Be careful what you wish, 'cause it just might come true. That reminds me of something. There's a sandwich boy in our office named Ted. Could you make him 40 for about a week? He could really use this lesson. You didn't see an old guy sitting there, did you? I'm still a kid, right? That's what I thought.
Oh, it's good to see you again, sir.
Did you call me sir?
Yes, sir.
40 again. I've got gray hair and my wrinkles are... Roger, I'm the same old guy again.
Somebody here to see you.
Laura, what are you doing here?
You called and asked if we could get together.
I did? I did. Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry I couldn't see you tomorrow, but I'm leaving first thing in the morning. How was your party?
My party?
Your birthday party. You called me from there. Look, if this is a bad time.
No, it's a perfect time. It's the most wonderful time of my whole life.
Well, good. A happy birthday, by the way.
Thanks. I'm 40.
I know. You look wonderful, Michael. Time's been good to you.
Thanks. I have gray hair and wrinkles, but I like that, don't you?
Yes?
You've never looked more beautiful in your whole life.
You haven't seen me in 20 years.
Yeah, but I can't imagine you looking more beautiful. Hey, you want to celebrate my birthday with me? I'm 40 years old. It's a great age.
I'm glad to hear that, because I'm going to be there soon myself.
Oh, you're going to love it. Yeah, you're going to...
Oh, Mr. Riley.
Your bag?
Get rid of it for me.
Sure.
I want you to tell me everything about yourself, but I don't want you to leave out a single detail.
It could take some time.
I don't care. I've got at least another 40 years.